Hello everybody, welcome to, well, maybe I should start the video more about, what I'm doing actually. On the internet, as you might know, there's a challenge for comic artists, especially one strapped for time, and that is to, I'm sorry, I'm trying to work while talking. That is to complete 30 minutes a day. If you don't have enough time to finish your personal project, put 30 minutes away for it. So for 100 days. It's known as a 100 Days of Making Comics challenge. Originally created by Kevin Cross, I believe, for his comic Monkey Mod and Friends. There are others that have done it too. I know IntroducingEmy is doing it with her redos. She already kind of spends a lot more time on her the updates. But I decided to start that myself. Though I will admit, I'm starting it on a Saturday. I'm probably gonna spend more time than just 30 minutes on the comic. But on most of the days, I only have about 30 minutes to spend. So it's about right. It actually works. So let's get started. I mean, it's been going since. Alright, right now I am lining the comic. Oh, whoops. Alright, I'm not lining. I am setting up the panels mostly. I want to figure out what I want exactly in these panels. I decided that top panel could be a thread. Or not spread, a bleed. See, it goes off the trim lines on both sides. So this is how I set up panels, by the way. Just selections and GIMP. And by the way, yes, I do use GIMP to work on my comic. Not a very normal thing, but it's all I got, so hey, whatever. That's not what I was looking for. Border. And I'm kind of actually looking to make my borders a little bit bigger, because I usually use just the default. And it doesn't look quite as good as some of the other artists who have a much larger border. That makes it so it doesn't do this weird thing out here. Oh, whoops, that's the wrong layer for panels. Alright. That's done. Oh, by the way, this is the Kablam. If you haven't noticed already, the Kablam template for print. I've been trying to do all my pages with intent to print, though I might come back if I do actually ever get to the way where I'm printing. I'm totally not gonna use what I have already made. By the way, this is chapter 5, page 8 of NSinR8. Did I not even drop my own comic's name? Yeah, by the way, this is NSinR8, my comic. But yeah, that's the Kablam print page template. Figured it'd be appropriate to just have it as the template, just have it in the background, use that to base all my lines and paneling. So basically this blue area is where you want to keep everything like that and all the action in. It's the live area. I think that's actually what it calls it. Let me check. Yeah, live area. Trim area. This basically, they're aiming for this line. No, I shouldn't do that. Okay. But yeah, they're aiming for this line right here to cut in print. That's how this works. They aim for this area, this white. It's the border between yellow and red. But because of how printing or presses work, it could bounce between either one. This is the maximum amount it could bounce. So you want to make sure that it's, but inside of there you can have stuff that bleeds out. I mean, there's nothing wrong with bleed. You just make sure everything important is inside the bleed, inside the library. But that's just basic print things. But I just use the Kablam template in the background just so I know where it is. Of course, after I get done with the first, and before, another thing about my processes on. Let me get started because I've been talking all day without doing much of anything. Sorry. Also, there is another program. If you're wondering why that lags, it's because of this program right here, NSinR8. I'm not got a very steady hand, so when I ink like this, I tend to let me show you. Let me just turn my. I mean that's a quick stroke, but like if I were to try and draw a face, and it just wouldn't look right to me. But what NSinR8 does is it's been making my line art a lot cleaner, a lot better as I go. I'm not the only one who does it. IntroducingEmy also. The reason I have this is because I saw IntroducingEmy using it, and I was like, oh, that's a really neat program. There's some other ones she's shown me. It's shown on her YouTube channel that I've been like, I want that. Some of them are free, which I will use. The other ones, like, forgot which one it was. Oh, it was the pose one. It was I think it's called Design Doll. It's basically you can customize. Basically, it's like having one of those little keep talking without doing anything. It's like one of the things, one of those I wouldn't call them marionettes. What are they called? You know what I'm talking about, though. The little figures. I'm gonna have my artistic license taken away. No. But yeah, one of those figures is like having that, but you can customize everything about it. You can have different ones saved. The full version, you can customize. You can save those customized versions. I don't like the way his head. He looks like he's going just breaking his. Yeah. See, this is why I like doing things digitally. I'd have to erase all that. I wouldn't be able to do near as much. Okay. Let's change his head position. Let's have it do this. Let's have it mostly turned. It's almost profile. There we go. That looks a lot better. And do this. Yeah, let's draw Drake's underbody. He's not quite as buff as he is in the future and then later chapters, but that's because this is the prelogue. What's the prelogue? Should probably crank this up a little and do these sort of half. No, by the way, this this font. It was created by my own handwriting, via my own handwriting. So it's not. There's only one other font that I use in NSinR8 as much as I can, and that is Plaza. And I bought Plaza, and it was expensive, and I better be using it since it was so expensive. But yeah, Plaza by I forget who it is. But yeah, I bought Plaza, so I'm gonna use that too. But you probably know Plaza. It's the same font used in like every thing that uses a sort of not retrofuturistic, Art Deco-y kind of design. BioShock used it a lot. So does I think. Actually, let me show it to you. There we go. Okay, oops. Game can do that sometimes, I noticed. 180. Just so you can see it. Plaza. Of course, it messes up like that too. As that font. I think it's used a lot. I'm gonna have to get rid of that text layer. There we go. Jason on the other hand is the size of a small barge. He does eat. Every morning he does definitely eat 5 dozen eggs. I might even have him do that. That might be a joke later on the chapter. He'll just see him in the early morning chowing down on a bunch of eggs and like a giant pile of eggs and like five egg trays just chilling in the background. Because every morning he eats 4 dozen. When he was a lad, he ate 4 dozen eggs every morning to help him get large. And okay, yeah. For those who don't know that, I'm making a Gaston joke. When I was a lad, I ate 4 dozen eggs every morning to help me get large. And now that I've grown, I eat 5 dozen eggs, so I'm roughly the size of a barge. Yeah, that's what I'm going for with that joke. How to explain a Disney joke? That's mostly because I don't. Sorry. I just chose to explain it. Where is his back? Right here. Maybe that's a bit too low. Yeah, probably is a bit too low. Just kind of gave a glue. Yeah, I think that's a bit low on his body for his. Yeah. The dude is literally a giant. In terms of big, but then again, I kind of make him bigger than he. Well, none. Yes. No. Yes. No. Give me a second. Well, whoops. Yep. I might have drawn Jason a little. Let's just say Drake is. Oh, Drake's actually not as tall as he should be against Amy. Honestly, Amy, he's supposed to be like that tall, much taller than her. So let's just say Drake is still growing. He's 15 in this part of the comic. So Jason is already gigantic, and Drake is still catching up. Because he should be about right here once he gets to the full height. He shouldn't be too tall. He shouldn't be too much shorter than Drake, or than Jason. See, Jason is like the average between him and Ken, so he should be about that much taller. But Jason's also a little older. I can't get out of that image with because the Bandicam image thing is right there. What is he doing with that other hand? I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out. That's the eraser. Oops. Whoopsie. Whoopsie. Is he doing like the grab shoulder? No, that doesn't seem right. Oh yes. What was that? Yes, I'm strong. No. Still trying to decide where he's gonna put that in. Did I? Yeah, I did that. Oops. There we go. Am I having him grab the wrong sheet? Yes, I am. Why did you let me not notice that? Oops. He's using the wrong hand, by the way. They're grabbing. He's holding hands. Oh. But no, yeah, I had him grabbing the wrong hand. That also means Drake's hand's in the wrong position too. That messes up all of Jason's. I like his where his neck is. That makes all his. That's why it's turned so far. I was being an idiot. Drake is turned a little bit further. Probably gonna see a little bit more of his back. Because he's got to put his hand out a little further to answer Jason turning. Where their hands are going to be. Like I hear, yeah, kind of figure going on, and Jason's trying to eclipse assist. Sorry if you guys can hear the movie. They're watching a movie. The landlords are watching a movie in there. So be it loud. They just set up a nice new stereo system. So it's gonna be a little loud, and that his hips are way over. He looks fabulous. Jason's not supposed to look fabulous. Nothing against people who look fabulous. I'm just saying Jason isn't supposed to look fabulous. Maybe it's that they're kind of twisted off to the side of his upper body. Jason's probably like eclipsing Drake's hands, like grrr. Look how I crunch. I missed a golden opportunity there with the joke, and Drake just kind of comes up with his like hand crumpled like a newspaper. But I won't do that. I make that joke right now. Drake will probably make jokes on Drake on Jason's strength, which even at this point is a bit ridiculous. Even though he hasn't gotten to the point he will eventually get to, he is still ridiculously powerful, strength-wise, for a guy his age. Her wing, maybe fix up right here. I'm vaguely kind of. Here's where the door is. She's still somewhat in from the last chapter, or last panel, I mean. They're in the hallway. Amy's room is right across the hall from her brother's, for the most part. Her door is open. James's door is busted. Actually, no, wait, it was actually just fixed. I remember that. Gotta remember that. Really need to remember to bring all my references. That's later on. Oh, and it looks like my 30 minutes are up. Oh no, no. Shia LaBeouf. Hold on. Let me go check my recordings. Bye. Back, guys. Seems I only did 20 minutes so far. Are these doors getting taller? A little bit. Let me cut that down. By the way, I went and grabbed while I was down. I went and grabbed the reference shots. So let me figure out what the perspective is. I think that means should be right behind Jason. Way back in the back. Of course, it doesn't last that long because there's Drake's door, and then after that, yeah, it goes straight to Drake's door. Drake's door's kind of been open this entire time. Drake hasn't really had much time to put away his stuff, by the way. Oh wait, that's the dope of the doors are not where the ceiling stops. Ceiling stops is more like right here-ish. And then it kind of does that number. Ceiling stops over here the same way. Jason's door has been over here this entire time. I think Jason's opened it now. He had it slightly cracked when all the chaos was going down. So he heard it all. And there's a light right above all of them. I don't like where that was placed because it blocks Jason's action. Actually, what I could do is I could say that, move it down. Oops. Pick it up, move it down to our drinks, to between them. Because I think this is more important than this negative space right here. And I can have him say awesome up here at the top. Oh, I haven't do that. Awesome. Okay, switch that to plug. Awesome. That's the way he's saying it. Awesome. Whoops. Did I hit that? I hit the flip instead. It can be so annoying some days. Awesome. That'll turn you into a mean fighting machine. Fight machine. See, this is why I go over the. Oh, whoops. Hit the wrong button. Fighting machine. No, that needs a comma. Fighting machine in no time. Yeah, it's probably gonna know, but do something like this. Whoops. We're still on black. I like sketching in gray. Grays, blues, and reds are usually my preferred sketches. So there's a bit of a excitement, but it's not like ah. And then it kind of does this number, and then we go around this way. That's perfect. But I really wanted to show Jason doing his flex because it's his character. It's a character trait kind of thing. He's all a bit. He's proud of his muscles. He's always like, yeah, fine. And that's when he's again. I cut off the action. The action's right here, where Amy elbows Jason hard enough to get him to bend to pull over for a second. Drake is like, she's looking at the face of like, Jesus Christ, that thing is just big in my head. Just a vague kind of like, I don't think that's actually like the expression he's gonna have on his face, but it gives me a idea. Drake is definitely supposed to look a little bit smaller than Jason. Jason's a big guy. A big guy. In terms of muscle. Like I said, Drake needs to be a bit taller. Jason's not quite as short, as tall as he is in these panels. But like I said, maybe I'll just retcon it and say that Drake is still growing while Jason has pretty much hit max height. Which is very true in most high school age kids. They haven't quite reached their max height by certain points, and Drake's no exception. He may be doing like a multi-flex, like he may be doing like the Atlas strongman, muscle bound idiot. I'm not saying all people who like muscle like putting, you know, getting muscles are idiots. I'm just saying Jason is a muscle bound idiot. That is his character trope, and he lives it well. Now, again, I'm gonna have to pretty much move these around. Actually, I could move that up. The truth is, she probably actually speaks over him. So I'm gonna come back and make that way when I get to it. But I'll leave them there for now. I actually like that a lot better than I liked the way I had it originally. I forgot, I gotta remember, I can have them overtake each other as a joke. Technically, she wouldn't be over. It would be physically over, because the balloon just has to be close enough that the balloon will be kind of over top. Like, it'll be something like, whoops. Good thing that wasn't the panel I was working on. Or wasn't the level layer I was working on. He even made brain here. And then you'll see her panel just kind of overtake it, and I'll make sure to wipe that one out somehow. Don't know how. Maybe I'll erase it. Maybe they both kind of get cut off by the. Or maybe they're not. Maybe Amy's is loud enough to just break the panel wall. I might do that. Depends. Maybe I get away with overshadowing this one. Because I usually put most bubbles go under the paneling and the line art. Or no, not on the line art. They go over the line art, or they are part of the line art. That's why I've been on a lot of the other pages. They're just sitting in there with the line art. But this one may not, just because it would be a bit more interesting to have out and about. Going from this scene. Yeah, I actually kind of want to have his muscles up here, since he was doing the whole strongman pose. More like she punched him in the. Gonna have to move Amy a little bit. But I don't like that pose. See? The things I do for love. Singing. Yeah, even right when they got the pose and doing, you can't see me, but I'm like, turn you into a mean fighting machine in no time. Actually, I think he just has his other hand on his. No, he probably has his hand like motioning towards her. And he probably said, "Oof," like a character in Aladdin's video game. Oof. If you ever played the Aladdin game or watched someone do it, the Genesis version specifically, if you hit like the big chubby card, the big chubby guard in the levels, you'd be like, ooh, make this really stupid face. That's what I'm thinking Jason will be looking like. Well, I think my 30 minutes are up for today. When I come back for tomorrow, I will probably be done more because of, again, this is a weekend, I can do more. So I will probably have more done by the time I get done. By the time you see me again. And I actually kind of slowed down a little bit because talking to y'all guys. But see you tomorrow, I guess. Take care, everybody.